Hello, welcome to 5th grade math module 2, lesson 10. Today we're going to multiply decimal fractions with tenths by multi-digit whole numbers using place value understanding to record partial products. Moving on, let's look at our first question. It says, estimate the products, solve using an area model and the standard algorithm. Remember to express your products in standard form. So the first thing we need to do is estimate the product. So we have 22 and we have 2 and 4 tenths. So 22 times 2 and 4 tenths. Let's try to figure out two numbers that are close to those that are easy to multiply by. So 22, let's we'll make that 20. And then 2 and 4 tenths, well, that's close to 2. So we'll go with 2. 20 times 2 is 40. So we know that our answer should be something close to 40. And if it's not, then we should check all of our work. So let's split these up, and we're going to use an area model. So we'll draw our rectangle. And what we can do is, to make things easy to multiply by, instead of multiplying by 2.4, let's multiply that number by 10. And when we multiply by 10, we can move our decimal over. It'll be 24, and we'll write 24 tenths, just to remember that we're talking about tenths. So when we write that in expanded form, 22 is 20 plus 2, and 24 is 20 plus 4. We'll split our area model into 4 quadrants, and we have 20 and 2, and on this side we have 20 and 4. So, first box we're going to do, we'll multiply 20 times 20. 2 times 2 is 4. We add our zeros. It gives us 400. 20 times 4. Well, 2 times 4 is 8. We add our 0. It gives us 80. 20 times 2 is 40. And then 4 times 2 is 8. So now we have 400, we have 80, we have 40, and we have 8. Now let's do the same thing, but we're going to use our standard algorithm. So we'll do 4 times 2. 4 times 2 is 8. That's right here. Then we have 2 times 2, but it's not really 2 times 2, it's 20 times 2. And 20 times 2 is 40. So we'll put a 4 in our tens place. All right, so next we do 4 times 2, but we're really doing 4 times 20. So we have 4 times 20, and that was 80. 8. And then we have 2 times 2, but really what we're doing is 20 times 20, which is 400. Then we need to add them all together. So we'll have 8, 2, 1, and we end up with 528. Now we're not quite done yet. We have 528, but remember, we started with tenths. So we have 528 tenths, and we need to express our products in standard form. So what we'll do is we will divide by 10. And what we do when we divide by 10 is we're going to move that decimal point over one spot to the left. And what we'll end up with is 52 and 8/10. That is our final answer in standard form. So let's try one more here. We'll do 3 1/10 times 33. We'll draw our rectangle here for our area model. Well, first let's estimate. So we have 3 1/10. Well, that's close to 3. And then we have 33. Well, that's close to 30. Remember, we estimated last time. We got 40 here. And 52 and 8/10 is pretty close to 40. So this one we'll see if we get close as well. 3 times 30 is 90. So our final answer should be something close to 90. Now let's draw our area model. And when we look at 3 1/10, we're going to instead look at that as 31/10. So we'll do 31 times 30, but this 31 is 31/10. So we have 30, and we have 1, and then we have 30. And I'm glad I did this because, oh, you know what? Because it's 33. So we're going to do 31 times 33. So we have 30, and then we have 3. All right. So we'll start by multiplying 30 by 30. We get 900. And then 30 times 3, we get 90. 30 times 1, we get 30. And 3 times 1, we get 3. So next we will move over to our standard algorithm. We have 1 times 3 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. But 3 times 3 is really 30 times 3 because this is in the 10th place. That's our 90 right here. All right, so next we're going to do 1 times 30. So we'll add our 0. And then we have 3. 1 times 30 is 30. And then 30 times 30, 900. We'll add all of this together. And we get 3, 12. We get 1,023. But this is tenths. So if we add all these together, we had 900, 30, 90, and 3. We get all that, we get 3, we get 2. We still get 1,023. So whether we do this way with our area model, or if we use our standard algorithm, we'll end up getting the same answer. But it's really doing the same thing 2 different ways. And then what we need to do for our, with 1,023, well, 1,023 tenths, well, to make that ones, we need to multiply again, or we need to divide by 10, because we multiplied by 10 to get to our 31 tenths. So we need to divide by 10. Again, we're going to move our decimal point over from here to here, one spot over to the left when we divide by 10, and we get 102.3. Now 102.3 is pretty close to 90. So finally we're going to do one we're doing the same thing, but we're going to just use the standard algorithm this time. So we have 3 2/10 times 47. Well, 3 2/10 is close to 3, and 47, well, that's close to 50. And 3 times 50 is 150, so I know that we will be somewhere close to 150. We're going to express 3 2/10 as 32/10 to make things a little bit easier when we multiply. 2 times 7 is 14. And then 3 times 7 is 21 plus 1 is 22. All right, and then we're going to do 2 times 4, versus really 2 times 40 is 80. And then 3 times 4 is 12, but it's really 30 times 40, so we know that's going to be 1200. Then we're going to add those together, and we get 4, 10, 5, 1, and we get 1,504, but that's in tenths. So we need to divide by 10, and then it will give us 150 and 4/10. And that is close to it's really close to our 150 that we estimated as our final product. All right, so that is it for lesson 10 in module 2. We look forward to seeing you guys next time, and have an awesome rest of your day.